Lads, look at this screen right now. ChatGPT, yes, the ChatGPT you all know, just popped up on my feed with the most ridiculous World Cup prediction in football history. And trust me, I know a thing or two about winning trophies. France wins the 2026 World Cup. Why? Historical data, squad depth, tournament experience, no passion, no chaos, no actual presence on the pitch, no question about what if the manager completely bottles the lineup. Just cold and soulless answers. And guess what? That's not even the worst of it. I asked 3 AIS, ChatGPT, Gemini, and Grok, who wins it all, and the answers are absolutely disappointing. I'm CR7, the king of the Champions League, the greatest of all time in football history. And now I am personally going to make a little revision to these robot predictions one by one. If you think an AI actually understands football, you need a serious update. Smash that like button, boys. We're not doing this for charity. I need to pay my Wi-Fi bill. Alright, let's start with ChatGPT, the one posing as the king of AI. Our question is simple. Who wins the 2026 World Cup? A very direct question. ChatGPT's answer? France. And what is its number one reason, you ask? Griezmann, I'm quoting directly, no changes here. Veteran, leadership, and creative orchestration in midfield. What the fuck? Griezmann? Really? Not Mbappe running behind defenders at Mach 3. Not France's defensive wall that can park the bus tighter than prime Mourinho. Not Griezmann's veteran leadership. Really? Actually, the video could end right here, but I'm still curious about what the others answer. This is exactly what you get when a chatbot reads every single page about football, but has never actually watched a single game in its life. Look, France has a legendary squad. I won't say a thing, and the prediction is actually nice. They might really win the cup, but choosing them because of Griezmann. That's like buying a Ferrari just for the cup holder. It's pure ignorance. Picking the right winner for completely wrong reasons is still ignorance, lads. But wait, that wasn't even ChatGPT's worst call, because Gemini is about to push the limit even further with its prediction. Now, let's talk about Gemini, Google's big AI. Do you know who Gemini's finalist pick for 2026 is? England! Now, don't close the video just yet. I know what you're thinking. Ronaldo, England is stacked, Bellingham is there, Kane is there, Foden is there. Yes, they have unbelievable individual talent. I don't want to break the hearts of England fans, but here is where Gemini completely missed the mark. Gemini didn't choose England because Bellingham is the star of Real Madrid. No, it chose them because, and I quote directly, the Premier League produces the highest level of weekly competitive football, giving England players unmatched preparation. The Premier League as a reason to win a World Cup. Lads, do you know how many Premier League superstars completely disappear the moment they wear their national team jersey? There's absolutely no guarantee that club form translates directly to international glory. The Premier League is a club competition where managers have months to drill tactics. The World Cup is a complete WWE arena. Tournament pressure, fan pressure, mind games. It is an indescribable organization. Gemini saw Premier League equals best league and just went with flat logic without thinking about the rest. It completely ignored the psychological pressure of international tournaments. This isn't football analysis, brother. This is just a keyboard warriors empty tweet on Twitter. And just when I thought it couldn't get worse, I opened Grok. I wish I hadn't. And then we have Grok, Elon's AI, the rebel child. Do you know what Grok's prediction is? It made Germany the champion? Alright, let's be fair. Germany has solid players like Florian Wirtz and Jamal Musiala. I absolutely respect that talent, of course, but when you read Grok's justification, you just want to laugh. Grok says Germany wins because of high ceiling young talent and elite Bundesliga conditioning. High ceiling? Elite conditioning? Grok, my friend. We are not hunting for wonder kids in a FIFA career mode. Save. You don't win World Cups on potential or high ceilings. You win them when you're 120 minutes deep, your legs are burning, a penalty shootout is staring you in the face, and 80,000 fans are screaming at you. Wirtz and Musiala are fantastic, but they haven't proved they can carry a giant footballing nation under that kind of ultimate pressure yet. Grok is giving them legendary status based on league highlights. That is not elite analysis. That is just football manager hype. Potential doesn't bring trophies to the museum, lads. If you want to see these robotic predictions get completely dismantled by actual football intelligence, you know what to do. That subscribe button is right there. Click it so we can keep proving these chatbots wrong. All right, let's bench these silicon brains. Let me tell you what actually decides a World Cup. It's not data and it's not squad values on transfer mark. It's decided by three things: courage, football intelligence, and quality. Here is my 2026 prediction. Brazil is a sleeping giant ready to explode. They are the country that has won the World Cup the most, and with their new coach, Ancelotti, they are a massive threat. Not because of stats, this is what my eyes see. Because they have Vinicius Jr. at the peak of his power, along with Rafinha, young star Endrick, Marquinhos, who has won the Champions League twice, and we forgot the father Neymar. Like, they have very serious players, and they play with a reckless confidence that shatters defensive systems. When Vinicius gets isolated 1v1, no statistics can save you. Spain is the team with the highest tactical maturity on the pitch. The last European champion. Yamal is 18 years old and is already playing like a 10-year veteran. And they also have Rodri, Pedri. Wait, this is turning into a tongue twister. And they have Cucurella. They don't just dominate possession. They suffocate your midfield and force you to make mistakes. And France? ChatGPT might be accidentally right, but only if Mbappe decides this tournament is his personal matter. And when Mbappe decides on something, lads, even I take notes. There is no need to even count their players. Anyone can name them with their eyes closed. An incredible team and the last finalist. By the way, France is also my favorite. It's sad to agree with ChatGPT, but there's nothing to do. But wait a minute, you might ask, where is the last finalist Argentina? But I don't see them as favorites in this tournament. 4 years have passed since the last tournament, and the players who won that cup are very old now. Of course, they have Messi, Di Maria, Otamendi, and important players like Alvarez and Martinez, but they are not my favorite. So here is my question to you. What would go through your mind stepping onto that pitch for a World Cup final? Write it in the comments. All right. Short and sweet. What's the situation? ChatGPT picked France because of Griezmann's veteran leadership. Technically possible, but a completely wrong reason. Griezmann might not even play properly. Gemini picked England as a finalist because the Premier League is good. That's true, but we can't say their national team is as good as the league. Grok made Germany the champion because of the young potential. That's a scouting report, not a championship prediction. And I say watch out for Brazil, respect Spain, and never sleep on a locked-in France. And understand that none of this fits into Excel spreadsheets. Do you know what the difference between AI and a human brain is? AI looks at the past. A human feels what is about to happen in the next second. And on a penalty spot in the 120th minute of a World Cup final, the thing that steps up to take the kick is never data. It is a human being. So you tell me, write it in the comments. AI logic or human heart?